The 3 healthy morning mistakes killing muscle. Let's fix the 3 healthy habits that quietly erase your progress. These aren't moral failings. They're sequence errors that make older muscle feel underpowered all day. Mistake 1, the protein-only shake. You toss in whey or a scoop of collagen, hit blend, and think nailed it. The problem isn't protein. It's delivery. With no small carb to nudge insulin, those amino acids linger in your blood instead of moving into muscle. In younger bodies, that tiny insulin rise from protein may be enough. After 60, your muscles listen better when insulin is gently present. That's why the shake alone often leaves you sore longer and wondering why strength stalls. The fix is simple. Pair that protein with a steady carb after you move. Or if you need something before activity, use just a few spoonfuls of slow carb first, then bring the full pairing after. Protein is the bricks, insulin is the truck. Mistake 2, fasted workouts with only coffee. I get it quick, light, and you feel clean. For the first 5 minutes, sure. Then low glycogen makes every set feel heavier than it should. That's when form slips, you quit early, and the growth signal weakens. Older muscle doesn't need punishment. It needs enough glucose trickling in so your nervous system allows you to do crisp reps. One small pre-portion of a slow carb 45 to 60 minutes before is often the difference between shaky last reps and solid ones. You don't need a big meal. Think a few bites that lift the ceiling, then the real repair food after. Mistake 3, sugary granola and juice. It looks wholesome. It behaves like dessert. You get a fast spike, then a hard crash that steals your afternoon walk and your evening consistency. The spike also tempts you to skip the post-activity protein because you already ate, which leaves the door half open for repair. Granola is cookies with a marketing degree. Juice is fruit with the fiber removed. If you love crunch or fruit flavor, you can keep the experience. Just move it to the right window and pair it properly. A small sprinkle of plain toasted oats as a topping on a post bowl works. Whole fruit with yogurt after you move works. The carton and the baggie, not so much. Here's the quick fix pattern that replaces all 3. Steady carb before, carb plus protein after, and a small combined first meal on off days. Before activity, think 20 to 30 grams dry weight of a slow carb if you're eating it as a standalone, but for many, even a few spoonfuls are enough to lift performance. After activity, bring 30 to 40 grams dry weight of that slow carb with 20 to 30 grams of protein. You tolerate Greek yogurt, milk, or fortified soy, eggs on the side, or a well-tolerated whey or soy isolate. On days you're not training, use a modest portion at your first meal tied to protein, so you keep refilling glycogen and feeding connective repair without a spike and slump day. Let me show you exactly how this feels in real life. A client in her late 60s fixed just the timing. She stopped drinking a protein shake alone after her morning walk. Instead, she took a few spoonfuls of overnight oats beforehand, then a small oat bowl with yogurt afterward. 10 days later, she added 2 clean sit-to-stands in 30 seconds and reported half the soreness. Nothing fancy. She simply fueled the work, then fed the repair. You might be thinking, what if I can't handle much before I move? No problem. Use the smallest pre-portion that feels light. 3 to 4 bites is enough for many. Slide it 45 to 60 minutes before. If your session is truly right after waking, take a few bites and go, then make the post pairing a bit stronger. If you train later, keep the same pattern. Small pre-move trickle, then carb plus protein within an hour after finishing. Common mistakes to avoid as you switch: skipping salt and water. Glycogen binds water without fluid and a pinch of salt. If your clinician hasn't restricted sodium, sets feel sticky and you cramp. Also, don't jump from 0 fiber to giant bowls day 1. Start at the low end, cook or soak longer for softness, and hold steady for a few days before nudging portions. If you remember nothing else here, remember this line: sequence beats intensity. Small steady carb before to lift performance. Carb plus protein after to drive amino acids into muscle. Modest carb plus protein on off mornings to keep recovery moving. Do that, and even short sessions start paying you back quickly. The carb that beats whey alone in real life. Oats 101. Let's talk about the slow carb that makes protein finally work for you. Plain oats. Not flavored packets, not granola clusters, just rolled or steel-cut oats. The thing most people miss is why oats hit the sweet spot after 60. It's their viscous beta-glucan fiber. When you soak or cook oats, beta-glucan forms a gentle gel that slows absorption just enough to keep glucose steady and gives you a small, smooth insulin rise. That steady rise is exactly the nudge older muscle needs to shuttle amino acids from your blood into your muscles. Here's why that matters today and tomorrow. During the session, that steady glucose keeps your nervous system from dialing back output. You feel warmer in the legs, cleaner form mid-set, and fewer jelly moments on the last reps. Tomorrow, because glycogen gets refilled and protein isn't burned for fuel, soreness drops. That's the real-life win. More quality reps now, less stiffness later. Doses that work are simple. Before you move, think small, 20 to 30 grams dry rolled oats, which is roughly a loosely packed quarter cup. After you move, bring a bit more, 30 to 40 grams dry, a rounded quarter cup to a level third cup, paired with 20 to 30 grams of protein you tolerate. If you're petite or just starting, use the low end. Larger frames or heavier days, slide up. You don't need a scale every time. Learn your scoop once, then eyeball. Cost counts too. A big bag of plain rolled oats costs pennies per serving and beats chasing fancy powders alone. And digestion? Cooked hot oats or overnight oats both sit gently when you use enough liquid and a pinch of salt. Steel-cut oats work as well, just give them more time and water so they soften properly. Let's make this practical with 2 bowls you can actually use. A pre-bowl, 3 to 4 spoonfuls of overnight oats, rolled oats soaked 1-to-1 with milk or fortified soy milk, plus a sprinkle of cinnamon. Light, steady, and out the door. A post bowl, a 1/3 cup dry rolled oats cooked soft in water with a pinch of salt, then topped with 3/4 to 1 cup of Greek yogurt or a scoop of whey or soy isolate blended in milk if you prefer liquid. Same idea, different texture. You might be thinking, won't oats spike my blood sugar? Plain cooked or soaked oats, properly portioned and tied to movement, usually produce a gradual rise because of beta-glucan's viscosity. Right after you move, muscle is more insulin sensitive, so glucose heads into glycogen first. If you monitor at home, start low, pair with protein, and you'll see that curve flatten. Taste matters. If you hate hot cereal, overnight oats are creamier and cooler. If you prefer savory, cook oats soft with salt and finish post-activity with eggs or tofu and chives. If sweet is your lane, use cinnamon, cocoa, lemon zest, or a few berries post. Skip the syrups. For extra silk in hot oats, whisk in a few tablespoons of liquid egg whites during the last minute. They turn glossy without tasting eggy. Hydration is part of the magic. Glycogen binds water. Add a glass of water with your pre and another with your post. A tiny pinch of salt in the cooking water. If your clinician hasn't restricted sodium, helps pull fluid where it needs to go. Joints feel smoother, sets feel less grindy. Common mistakes and easy fixes. Granola instead of oats? Swap it for plain rolled oats you lightly toast in a dry pan with cinnamon and use as a small crunchy topping on a post bowl. Juice for fruit. Keep the fruit, not the juice. Whole fruit plus yogurt post wins. Fiber overload on day 1? Start small, cook longer with more water, and hold steady 3 days before increasing. A quick micro story. Last week, a viewer swapped her fasted bands plus coffee and a protein-only shake for a few spoonfuls of overnight oats before, then a warm oat and yogurt bowl after. 10 days later, 2 more clean sit-to-stands and half the soreness. No extra sets, just better fuel, better delivery. If you remember nothing else here, remember this line: oats are the dimmer switch. Small oats before lift performance. Oats plus protein after lock-in repair. They're predictable, gentle, affordable, and they make your protein count. Use them around the work, and your muscles feel it fast. Timing is the secret that makes this win obvious. Next, we'll lock the 2 windows, pre, post, and off days, so every bowl turns into strength you can measure. Timing windows that make muscles stick: pre, post, off days. Here's the simple rule that makes this work without more gym time. Fuel the work, then feed the repair. We're going to hug 2 windows, about 60 minutes on either side of activity. A small, steady carb before you move lifts performance. The same steady carb plus 20 to 30 grams of protein after opens the gate and drives amino acids into muscle. On off days, a modest carb plus protein at the first meal keeps recovery moving without a spike and slump day. Let's lock in the pre-window first, about 45 to 60 minutes before you plan to move, bands, chair stands, light dumbbells, stairs. Take a small portion of plain oats. Keep it light so you feel primed, not heavy. Think 3 to 4 spoonfuls if you train right after waking, or roughly 20 to 30 grams dry, a loosely packed quarter cup if you have more time. The goal is a slow glucose trickle that spares muscle glycogen early, so your mid-set stays crisp and the last reps don't wobble. Now, the post window. Within 60 minutes after you finish, pair oats with protein. The oats nudge insulin. Insulin helps shuttle amino acids from your blood into muscle. Protein provides the building blocks. Use 30 to 40 grams dry oats, rounded quarter cup to level third cup, plus 20 to 30 grams of protein you tolerate. Greek yogurt, milk, or fortified soy milk, eggs on the side, or a well-tolerated whey or soy isolate. If you're petite or new to fiber, start at the low end. Heavier session? Slide up a notch. The point isn't perfection, it's pairing. Morning trainer? Do this. A few spoonfuls of overnight oats on waking. Move. Then a warm oat bowl, topped with Greek yogurt. Midday trainer? Small hot oats mid-morning. Train at lunch. Then oats with a scoop of whey and milk, or oats plus cottage cheese. Evening trainer? Small oat snack mid-afternoon. Train. Then a warm oat bowl with yogurt or eggs as your evening meal. Same pattern, different clock. What if you can't stomach anything before? Use a micro pre. 3 bites of overnight oats 20 to 30 minutes before is enough for many. Or move the pre earlier, 60 to 90 minutes out, and keep the post stronger. If your session is literally right after waking, take a few bites and go, then hit a full post pairing. If your schedule slips, don't scrap the plan. Just catch the next window and keep rhythm. Hydration sits inside these windows. Glycogen binds water. Drink a full glass with your pre and another with your post. Add a tiny pinch of salt to cooking water or food if your clinician hasn't restricted sodium to help pull fluid into muscle so sets feel smoother and cramps back off. If you sweat or live hot, add an extra glass later in the day. Blood sugar concerns? Keep portions modest, tie carb to movement, and favor cooked or soaked plain oats over flavored packets. Pair with protein. Many older adults see a gradual rise that settles within a few hours when they stick to these windows. If you check at home, start low, confirm the curve, and nudge portions only when your numbers look steady. Off days matter more than people. Think, most underfeed recovery or graze all day. Do this instead. At your first meal, a modest oat portion, 20 to 30 grams dry, and 20 to 25 grams of protein. You're not fueling a hard session. You're feeding yesterday's repair and tomorrow's readiness. It keeps energy even, reduces snacky crashes, and protects consistency. Common timing mistakes and fixes. Training fasted with only coffee? Add the micro pre. Feeling heavy during sets? Move the pre back to 60 to 90 minutes or shrink it. Still sore 48 hours later? Make sure your post protein actually hits 20 to 30 grams and your oats reach at least 30 grams dry. Fiber shock. Cook longer with more water, hold portions steady for 3 days, then increase. Here's how this looks across frames. Smaller bodies under 140 pounds. Pre is a few spoonfuls or a loose quarter cup. Post is a level quarter to a shy third cup with 20 grams protein. Medium 140 to 190. Pre is a loose quarter. Post is a level third cup with 25 grams. Larger 190 plus. Pre is a level third cup. Post is a rounded third cup with 30 grams. Learn your scoop once and eyeball it. 2 quick scenario wins. A morning walker added 4 spoonfuls of overnight oats pre and a yogurt oat bowl post. 10 days later, 2 extra clean chair stands and half the soreness. An evening band routine shifted from fasted to a mid-afternoon micro pre, then oats plus eggs post. Sleep improved, and the last set stopped shaking. Same bodies, same effort, better timing. If you remember nothing else, remember this sequence. Small oats before to lift performance. Oats plus 20 to 30 grams protein after to lock in repair. Modest oats plus protein at the first meal on off days to keep momentum. Hug the windows. That's how muscle sticks. Exact kitchen doses, no math headaches. Let's make this plug and play. So you never touch a calculator. We'll translate grams into scoops, cups, and simple food swaps you already have in the kitchen. One time, learn your bowl. After that, it's eyeball and go. Pre-activity oats. Your target is a small portion that feels light, 20 to 30 grams dry rolled oats, which equals a loosely packed a quarter cup. If you're very petite or brand new to fiber, 3 to 4 spoonfuls of overnight oats works. If you're larger or training later in the day, a level a quarter cup is still fine. Think small scoop that doesn't weigh me down. Post-activity oats. Aim for 30 to 40 grams dry, which is a rounded a quarter cup to a level 1/3 cup. If you like steel-cut oats, weights are similar, but the volume looks smaller because the pieces are denser. Learn your spoon once. Oat bran is more fibrous. Start at 15 to 25 grams, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and only use post, not pre. Protein in the post window. You want 20 to 30 grams. Here's the kitchen version. Greek yogurt. Heaping half a cup is about 15 grams. A full cup is roughly 20 grams. 2 large eggs give you about 12 grams. Add half a cup cottage cheese for another 12 to 14 grams. 1 standard scoop of whey or soy isolate is typically 20 to 25 grams. Check your label. Milk or fortified soy milk adds bonus protein. 1 cup dairy milk is about 8 grams. 1 cup fortified soy is usually 7 to 8 grams. Quick pairings you can memorize. Smaller frame under 140 pounds. Pre is a loose a quarter cup rolled oats or 3 spoonfuls of overnight oats. Post is a level 1/4 to shy 1/3 cup oats plus 3/4 cup Greek yogurt or 1 scoop of isolate. Medium 140 to 190 pounds. Pre is a loose a quarter cup. Post is a level 1/3 cup oats plus 1 scoop isolate in milk or 2 eggs with half a cup cottage cheese. Larger 190 plus. Pre is a level 1/3 cup. Post is a rounded 1/3 cup oats plus 1 scoop isolate or a full cup Greek yogurt. Liquid and salt. Glycogen pulls water. Drink a full glass with your pre and a full glass with your post. Add a pinch of salt to the cooking water, about 1/8 teaspoon, unless your clinician has restricted sodium. This pinch helps fluid move where you need it, so sets feel smoother and cramps back off. If you prefer overnight oats, start with a 1-to-1 liquid ratio by volume. Example, 1/3 cup oats with 1/3 cup milk or fortified soy. In the morning, splash in more liquid if it's too thick. 4 hot oats. A softer bowl sits better. Use 1:2 to 1 minute and 2.5 seconds water. So 1/3 cup dry with 2/3 to 3/4 cup water. Simmer low 5 to 7 minutes with a pinch of salt. Add-ins that don't complicate doses. Pre-window, keep it minimal: cinnamon, a few berries, or a splash of milk. Post-window, turn up protein. Stir 3 to 5 tablespoons liquid egg whites into the last minute of hot oats and whisk until silky, or top with 3/4 to 1 cup Greek yogurt. If you blend soaked oats plus milk and a scoop of isolate is smooth and fast, adjust for training load. Light day, keep pre at the low end and post in the middle. Heavier day, keep pre in the middle and post at the high end. Off day first meal, 20 to 30 grams dry oats, loose 1/4 cup with 20 to 25 grams protein. You're feeding repair, not fueling a workout. Blood sugar concerns. Start at the low end of portions, tie to movement, and always pair with protein. Favor cooked or soaked plain oats over flavored packets. If you check at home, you want a modest rise that settles within 3 hours. If numbers run high, reduce the oat portion a tablespoon, add a few nuts post to slow digestion, and keep timing tight. Fiber comfort. If you're new to oats, don't jump to big bowls. Cook softer with more water, or soak overnight to prehydrate the fiber. Hold your portions steady for 3 days before nudging up. If you feel gassy, pause increases, add liquid, and extend cook time a minute. No scale cues. A standard metal 1/4 cup scoop, loosely filled, is your pre. A rounded 1/4 cup or level 1/3 cup is your post. For yogurt, a heaping 1/2 cup is roughly 15 grams protein. A level 1 cup is 20. For eggs, count 6 grams each. For isolate, assume 20 to 25 grams per scoop, unless the label says otherwise. Common pitfalls and fast fixes. Feeling heavy in sets? Move the pre earlier to 60 to 90 minutes or shrink it a tablespoon. Still sore at 48 hours? Make sure your post hits 20 to 30 grams protein and at least 30 grams dry oats. Cramping? Add the pinch of salt and drink the 2 glasses of water. Fiber shock? Go softer, smaller, slower. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Pre is a small loose 1/4 cup, post is a rounded 1/4 to level 1/3 cup, and protein lives at 20 to 30 grams. Use your scoop, your yogurt cup, and your egg carton. No math, just meals that make muscle stick. Prep that feels good and works better. Overnight plus hot oats.